everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Harry Potter. So Harry Potter is one of the most iconic franchises ever created by writer and author J.K. Rowling. So as you guys know, because you would have already watched the previous video, just because I haven't watched a series or read it doesn't mean I can't talk about it, because I've been following certain things throughout the years and I can give a general opinion of what I've seen throughout the years, especially on this franchise, right? So growing up, I never watched or read Harry Potter books or anything or movies because Harry Potter was honestly for fucking nerds and losers, and I was obviously a Chad and a top G and a Riz master, and I would never be interested in that stuff. But, okay? So at some point, the Harry Potter series, as far as his books and as far as the movies, ended, right? They tried doing the Fantastical Beasts series. That didn't work out, right? And then, so J.K. Rowling, let's just start there. So I know a lot of people are half and half about here, right? Based off the whole Troon Decepticon thing. So I just want to point this out, okay? J.K. Rowling is a lady that is very much like a classic liberal, right? So when people were basically all inning on her camp, thinking that she was going to be switching sides politically, that's not a thing for her, okay? She specifically just said men can't be women and women can't be men if you're Troon or a Decepticon, right? She even said that she doesn't want men in women's spaces, right? So that's the only thing she disagreed with these people on. Remember, she believes and endorses everything they like as far as anything, right? It was just that issue she disagreed on. Now, I agree with her because, let's be honest here, you can't change your chromosomes if you have XX or XY or whatever the chromosomes are. Doesn't matter. You can't change that. Being a Troon is not really a thing. It's just someone pretending to be the other one. Now, I don't care if you want to do that. I really don't. But it's that when you start delusionally believing you are the other gender, that's where I got to draw the line at, right? And that's the only thing she really said. And that made people go absolutely insane. People lost their minds. She didn't say anything really that bad. You know, I'm someone where even if you think differently from me politically, if you say something I agree with, I'll agree with you. I have no problem agreeing with her on that subject, right? And even then, they have sent her death threats, rape threats, all this stuff. This is a party that talks about being inclusive and diverse and accepting, right? They're not. It's all smoke and mirrors bullshit. They don't respect women at all, okay? But J.K. Rowling is going to be heavily involved in the new upcoming Harry Potter TV series. Recently, HBO even defended her, saying, no, she is involved with it, and we are going to obviously go through with any decision she's going to make. Keep in mind, guys, the casting we're going to talk about just right now is involved with that. She is heavily involved in this series. Why would she not be? There's no reason why she wouldn't be. It's literally her baby, okay? So how good or how depending this series runs for many seasons, or if it gets to cover all the books from her. This was supposed to, I'm not talking about the movies, because people have said the movies are not as faithful to the books. And that would make sense. Most movies to book adaptations aren't. They're always leaving stuff out. This is supposed to be a TV series that's supposed to be more faithful to the books and adapting the longer story arcs from the books, right? Okay, so just from that premise alone, she's going to be involved, okay? So when this casting decision came up, who do you think made it? She did. She herself is literally one of them. She just disagrees with them on one thing, and she herself gets probably still currently shitted on so hard by these people. She's still even believing in them. Lady, you are insane. They don't like you. It doesn't matter if you race swap or why you would pander in this way. They literally do not like you if you disagree with them on one thing. But she herself, I guess, is a better person than me because she's going to choose to race swap someone. I don't like race swaps. Race swaps are stupid. There's very few race swaps that are good in general, right? And even then, they always kind of swap them back to the race of the character anyway. Race swaps are stupid. Yeah. Another reason that I'll mention is because none of the arguments any of you make any sense. All of them are bad. Every single last one of them is garbage, and it makes no sense. I don't know how you guys parrot these points. They're bad. Literally, logically think about them in your head, okay? So I'll use the one that you guys tell me all the time. Well, if the actor is really good, then it doesn't matter how they look like. Cool. By that logic, cast Will Smith to play Captain America then. See how stupid that sounds? That sounds fucking retarded. Oh, if the acting's good, then it doesn't matter what they're like. Cool. All right. Pick, who's the guy that portrays Miles Morales in the Into the Spider-Verse movies? Shamik Moore or some shit? Whoever his name is. Cast that black guy to be Harry in this then. No. Cast the black guy who voices Miles Morales to be in this show. Know, you know how stupid that sounds? Casting is not just acting. It's about casting an accurate description of what you're trying to portray. Now, do I agree with all the racial throughout the years? No, I wouldn't. If you bring one up to me, I'd probably disagree with it. It's stupid. They're bad, right? So here's what happened. So there's this character called Severus Snape, right? Who's described basically as here's the AI description of him. A sinister positions master who is often critical of Harry Potter. As a teenager, Snape is described as having pallid, I might say pallid, that person, they might mean pale, stringy look, greasy hair, and a hooked nose. Gee, the resemblance here is just absolutely stunning. So stunning and brave. So stupid. This is so dumb. So
you ain't black.
Papa Ezidou has been offered the role of Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter TV series. These people just don't learn. Do you want the show to just be DOA on just Arrival? Now,
I don't know why they focus
now, will the
on
Harry
this
Potter fans that don't exist on the internet or care about this stuff make or break the series when seeing this stuff? I don't know. I mean, a lot of more people are more involved with the internet than previously before. So it's just stupid. Does this look like this guy? No, this is a horrible casting. And apparently you're racist for calling out bullshit like this. No, you're racist because you see a character not look like a previous iteration or at all like the other versions, and you're like, wait a minute, that's bad. But no, apparently you're a racist now. That's so stupid. You don't have to agree with every casting. Kill me, man.
No, they're going to do Dave Chappelle whiteface for him. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, shit. So I'll ask you, man, what do you think about this? Because you watch the movies, so...
It's going to...
stupid?
No, I don't know who this guy is. I can just tell you right now that Alan Rickman's portrayal of Snape is so loved and adored by the fans of even the books that I don't think it even matters who they put in the role. Like, he's going to be very scrutinized for everything. And if the first thing you're going to start off with is an unnecessary race swap for no reason, it's not going to help, dude, because they're going to have a hard time keeping fans interested. I don't even know who you would pick. I don't even know what other actor you would pick to pull that character off. There's no way that you bring somebody in.
Adam Driver is the one that looks like him the most.
Adam Driver doesn't look like him.
Well. Yeah, he does act good too.
In all honesty, though, dude, can they afford him for a TV show? I think some money's going to come from that one.
This thing, man, why do people defend castings like this? There's nothing wrong with saying I don't like it. They're always constantly swapping out a white person or a Mexican or a redhead for a black person. Black people, guys, don't. Why would any black person defend this? Why? Makes no sense. All they're doing is just basically giving you sloppy seconds, if you want to put it that way. I think it's just disrespectful. Honestly, they themselves are the racist ones. If the race has, people say the race has no bearing or that is also the bad argument, because if the race has no bearing on the character, cool. Why change it then? Literally, that's stupid if you do that. Then, if the race itself has no problem with the character, why change it? There's no reason to change
I've never been a fan of the tokenization thing. I've always kind of agreed with the stance that Eric July had on it. Just like there's guys out there are characters out there that were great black characters who carried a mantle. Jon Stewart is still, I think, the best Green Lantern. My favorite might be Kyle Rayner because that's the one I read. But like, if you read the Jon Stewart stories and you compare him to like guys like Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, even Hal Jordan, like Jon Stewart is the best quintessential most Green Lantern that we've had. He's great. The old Sam Wilson like Falcon character was great. I loved the Falcon. He was his own fucking character. He didn't need hand-me-downs, and he didn't need to be Cap at all. Great character by himself, dude. Didn't need it. Black Lightning, also a great fucking character, dude. Luke Cage, great characters.
Yeah,
that's their own fucking characters.
That's another thing they always miss when they do these race swaps. If you want to cast a black person, that's fine. If you really want to do it, why not just make an original character out of it? Just make him an original character. Maybe she just creates a new character for the show. That's fine.
This is the thing too. Harry Potter is such a very diverse, huge universe that for this TV series, you could create a completely new character, maybe even a few, and still tell a story much closer to the books than the original. You could do both of those things. It's not fucking impossible. A talented writer, some good actors, you can do this because there's so many characters in the book and in the movies and everything else that just you see them in passing and you don't even really get to know them, and you have an opportunity to bring in other characters that are just almost out of the blue or out of the crowd.
WZ
and
says
use them.
The issue is how recognizable Service is from the movies. If it was a nobody, then the race swapping wouldn't matter. I would say it still matters no matter what, but given that it's a distinctive
dude, Alan Rickman's performance, dude.
Well, it's a distinctive description of how the character looks.
Right? It is. But I don't think it's I think WBZ's right. I don't think it's as big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that Alan Rickman so perfectly embodied how the fans envisioned the character. This is one of those things. It almost doesn't matter who you cast. This was going to be one of the most scrutinized characters in the entire fucking.
But just picking this TV guy series makes it work because he doesn't even look like the
they're just
that makes it even worse.
Agitating people.
Also, I want to be fair here. I want to be completely fair here. He's offered the role. He wasn't officially casted. I know people were kind of. He hasn't been officially cast. I will be fair with that here. But
nobody's turning down a paycheck like that, dude.
But the fact that this is even a decision is or a consideration is really stupid, honestly, right? I just will never understand why they keep doing it. No one likes it. And even the ones that are considered good, at the end of the day, was it that much of a acting performance where you could have just cast the character the way they should look like? It's never really that big of a difference, honestly. You know, because I don't think the average person really understands what good acting is when they say that, like, well, if the acting's good, then it's fine. Why would it make it fine? That's a half-ass job in general.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. Alan Rickman's Severus Snape was not just good; it was great. It could be any hue of skin tone of the actor in the role, and it was going to be extremely scrutinized. Probably in the top 3. Harry is going to be extremely scrutinized. Snape was going to be extremely scrutinized because both of their performances were so iconic and quintessential to the movies that it drew people into the books. It made more fans, and people loved Snape, and people loved Daniel Radcliffe's portrayal of Harry Potter. He did a good job. So there's no way to really fuck around with the casting in these. If you don't get somebody who's going to look the part and be able to really pull the part off, dude, those are going to be two dings against this TV show that are going to make it very hard for them to justify going more than a season with it if they don't like really fucking nail those ones down. And Snape is an even bigger part and such an integral part to the book and is woven in to the overall story of how things go so much that he's just too important of a character to fuck up with an actor that can't pull it off. And I don't care who the fuck he is or what he looks like. And we've already seen it done perfectly. So yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
So I want to also go here on the description of the character. Snape is generally depicted as being cold, calculating, precise, sarcastic, and bitter. So why are they? These people always say they're not racist, but they're going to cast a black guy to be cold, calculating, precise, sarcastic, and bitter, and sinister, and malicious. And we're the racist ones. Oh God, it's so fucking stupid. Oh God, It's so on the nose. Guys, you are so close to understanding. That switch in your head is so close to coming on. You're almost there. Okay. This is after J.K. Rowling was defended by HBO, though they're fully all in on her. We're not going to get rid of her. But to be fair, let's be honest here, you really can't get rid of her because she has such an ironclad deal with Warner Brothers in that series that it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's just crazy to see that a company actually defended one of their creators in that way. Because, a few years ago, that was never going to happen, honestly. But to wrap this up, man, I'll ask you your closing thoughts on this. This is so fucking stupid. This is dumb as hell. This is a horrible. He's offered the role.
It is not what they needed. It's not what they needed to have come out. It isn't going to help with them trying to sell people on signing up for. Well, what is it called now? Max to watch the show,
which has steadily grown.
It's going to make people think but it's going to make people think that they're focusing on this and not the story. And the whole point of the series existing is to make something more true to the books.
And you can do it in a longer form.
Focus on the movie
had to cut stuff out.
You've got a longer format. Dude, I've said this forever about like comic book movies. I'm done with comic book movies. Give me a serialized 13-ish or episode like arc of a Batman story. Where you can develop the characters, you can develop the story, you can see him be a detective and do real work, and it isn't just a fucking action film, basically. You get some real character development. Same thing with Superman, dude. All of these things would be good in a longer format done this way.
I'll even ask you guys out there. I know Chaz loves Harry Potter. He was into it since he was a kid, read the books as they came out, watched the movies as they came out, as events with his mom. I know a lot of people growing up love this series. I call it for nerds because that's what it is. It's for nerds and losers, not Chads like myself. But take it for someone like me. I was maybe going to give this a chance. You cast people like that, it's like, oh, well, I mean, it's like you develop such apathy for these things. You're like, why? I swear some of these guys just hate money. They straight up hate money, or they just like antagonizing people. And then they want to call you the racist for not liking their terrible decisions. Come on, guys. You're the ones that are going to pay for Max. This is what's funding the show. You don't have to like it if you don't. Don't feel like you're a bad guy for not liking the decision. Be honest here. That's what I want you guys to take away from the video. Don't feel bad if you somewhat disagree with a company's decision like this stuff. Because I know that ends up being a lot of the discussion when it comes to race swaps. It's like, well, you should be glad and thankful they're giving you something. No, they should be glad and thankful we're buying the shit. That is such entitlement for people that have these corporations cocked so far down their fucking throat. You guys have to know, if we don't buy it, there's no franchise. If people didn't buy J.K. Rowling's books, she'd be nobody. She would be absolutely nothing. Okay? So, but people that love the corporation are gonna go out and defend it because that's what they gotta do, because they're actually just straight up retarded. But the Fantastic Beasts series didn't do well. No one cared about those because they kicked out Johnny Depp for the other guy. Come on, guys. Another Harry Potter controversy I want to talk on just a little bit before the video. Dumbledore. I know that character apparently wasn't originally gay, and then they made Dumbledore gay later on, or she said he was gay. It's like, is that a person that's going to the right, changing a character's sexuality randomly? She's not she's not on the right or conservative.
Never was.
We just agree with her on the whole Troon subject because, well, we know they're mentally deranged. Everyone knows they're mentally deranged. They don't believe it because they're not sane in the fucking head. But all she said was like, men are men, and women are women, and men shouldn't be in women's faces. Yeah, I agree. No fucking shit. Oh, she's the worst person ever, and oh, good lord. I know she's probably gonna watch this video because that's who she is. JK, why are you doing this? They don't like you. Pandering to them in this way is stupid. We're gonna pander to them and give them a black service. This is why women are not smart. They don't make any good decisions at all, and some of them are too empathetic and too sympathetic for people in general. They hate her guts, and she thinks this is her key back into their good graces. JK, you don't need them. You're filthy rich. Do whatever you want. But keep in mind, doing whatever she wants is doing this because she's involved with doing this. There's no way that she didn't offer this guy the role, or she had someone call the person to ask him for this. Checkmate. Mic drop. I'm the Riz master for a reason. So, yep. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace.